Yes, she can do that.
I mean, she is in great shape to have missed significant time that she did this year.
Less than 4 minutes to play in the first.
Caitlin Clark continues to exceed expectations as she cements her place among the WNBA's brightest stars. And her latest move proves she's not just talk, she delivers. On Tuesday, she stayed true to her word in a way that deepened the respect fans and teammates already had for her, with the WNBA All-Star Game set to take place in Indianapolis on July 19th. Clark has been handed a significant role as captain of Team Clark, an honor she earned by receiving the most fan votes in the league. It's a role that comes with both prestige and responsibility, and Clark is embracing it with her trademark energy, competitive spirit, and strong sense of loyalty to her teammates. The 23-year-old sensation, whose impact has transcended basketball and entered mainstream sports culture, is taking full ownership of the moment and making sure the people who've supported her the most are right there beside her. Her words on Monday gave fans a peek into her mindset. She made it clear she would do everything in her power to ensure that both Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, her Indiana Fever teammates, would join her on Team Clark. It was more than just a safety bite. It was a reflection of how deeply she values chemistry, loyalty, and the relationships she's built within her young WNBA career. I think there's a high chance Kels and AB are on my team, Clark said via Chloe Peterson of Indus. I'm going to do everything I can. I might trade the rest of my team for those two. But no, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. And that's what the All-Star Game is really about, just giving the fans something to cheer about. These weren't just empty words. When the results of the All-Star Draft were revealed the next day, Clark had indeed backed up her promise. She used her first starter pick to take Boston and chose Mitchell with her first reserve selection. It was a moment that didn't just honor their basketball talent, it showcased the bond between three players leading a rebuilding franchise into the spotlight, the Fever. A franchise that had struggled for several seasons prior to drafting Clark and Boston in back-to-back years, is now being reshaped into a competitive, exciting squad with a growing fan base. The synergy between Clark, Boston, and Mitchell has been one of the most important storylines of the season. Boston, last season's Rookie of the Year and a dominating force in the paint, brings stability and strength to the frontcourt. Mitchell, an underrated veteran sharpshooter, provides scoring and leadership that has helped guide the younger players through the ups and downs of the season. Together, the trio forms the heart of the team on and off the court. For Clark, including them in her all-star lineup wasn't just good strategy, it was the right thing to do, and the fans noticed. Tuesday's All-Star Draft was highly anticipated by the league's growing audience. Clark's participation as a captain added extra intrigue, especially considering the attention and media scrutiny that have followed her since her college days. But instead of letting the moment become overwhelming, she took control of the narrative. She delivered entertainment, surprise, and sentiment, all wrapped in a single draft. That's what she's been doing all season long, transforming every opportunity into a moment that matters. In a league that thrives on personality as much as performance, Clark has managed to bring both in abundance. Her rookie season has been filled with dazzling highlights, clutch performances, and emotional leadership that has sparked a renewed energy in Indiana basketball. But her impact goes well beyond the hardwood. Since entering the league, Clark's presence has resulted in sold-out arenas, massive merchandise sales, skyrocketing TV ratings, and increased sponsorship interest. Broadcasters are scheduling more WNBA games during prime time. Fans who hadn't watched a WNBA game in years or ever are now tuning in because of her. She's become a bridge between eras, uniting older WNBA fans with a newer generation discovering the league through her story. Yet despite all the hype, Clark remains grounded. She has repeatedly credited her teammates, coaching staff, and support system for helping her navigate the transition from NCAA icon to WNBA rookie. Her desire to share the All-Star spotlight with Boston and Mitchell speaks volumes about her character and vision for the future. She's not interested in standing alone. She wants to rise and bring others with her. The All-Star Game, often seen as a playful exhibition, means something different to Clark. Yes, she understands the fun, the celebration, and the light moments that make the event enjoyable. But she also sees it as a platform, a space where she can showcase not just skills but stories. Boston's rapid rise to stardom, Mitchell's consistency and resilience, and the Fever's transformation are stories that deserve more attention, and Clark has the power to elevate them. By choosing her teammates first, she's amplifying those narratives. And as the All-Star Game approaches, Fans aren't just excited to see dunks, threes, and flashy passers, they're looking forward to witnessing something authentic. Clark's commitment to her teammates also sends a message across the league. In an era where player movement is constant and individual branding often takes center stage, there's something refreshing about a player who openly champions her teammates. It's not just good PR, it's genuine leadership. As one of the youngest captains in All-Star history, Clark is already setting a tone for what kind of leader she intends to be. That's not just encouraging for Fever fans, it's inspiring for the entire league. The fact that all three players, Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, are representing the same franchise is also a huge win for Indiana. For a team that has spent years outside of playoff contention, the All-Star Game is a national showcase of how far they've come. The Fever are no longer a rebuilding afterthought, they're becoming a serious presence. And it's largely due to the chemistry and grit of their emerging stars. Clark's All-Star draft choices also have strategic implications. Boston's ability to control the boards, anchor the defense, and score in the post gives Team Clark a significant advantage in matchups. Mitchell's perimeter shooting and experience in big moments make her a reliable threat in a game where flair and execution go hand in hand. Clark herself brings the playmaking vision, long-range range, and basketball IQ that fans have come to expect. But beyond X's and O's, what Team Clark will bring to the floor is unity. And that can be a deciding factor even in an exhibition format. The message Clark is sending is clear. Loyalty matters, trust matters, and fun is better when you share it with those who've been through the fire with you. As Tuesday unfolded and the names were announced, social media exploded with reactions. Fever fans celebrated seeing their core trio reunited under one banner. League-wide, players and commentators praised Clark's choices and leadership. Even opposing fans acknowledged that it was a classy move that showed maturity well beyond her years. It's a defining moment in a season full of them. For Clark, it's another chapter in what's becoming a historic rookie year, but it also feels like a glimpse into the future. The way she handled the All-Star draft, the intentionality behind her decisions, and the joy she brings to the game point toward a long and influential WNBA career. There's still a lot of basketball left to play this season. The Fever are battling for playoff position, and the second half of the season promises more challenges. Clark is learning, adjusting, and growing every week. But she's also elevating those around her. That's the mark of a true star. Her decision to prioritize her teammates is more than a draft day story, it's a philosophy. And it's one that will shape not just the All-Star Game, but the trajectory of this franchise moving forward. With the All-Star Game just days away, fans can expect a showcase of elite talent and electric energy, but they can also expect something more: chemistry, passion, and a shared sense of purpose that Clark has helped build. Whether it's draining logo threes, dropping dimes in transition, or drafting with her heart, Caitlin Clark continues to show the world exactly who she is: a baller, a leader, a promise keeper. And the WNBA is better for it,
Fans in the stands. Gray, short, she knew it, so she followed it up, tipped it back to Evans, who buried it. Defense by Aaliyah.
Caitlin Clark wasn't just making headlines, she was making moves. True to her word, she used her very first picks in the WNBA All-Star Draft to lock in her Indiana Fever teammates, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, on Team Clark. That loyalty wasn't just for show, was a powerful statement in a league that values chemistry and character just as much as athletic talent. By building her team around players she knows and trusts, Clark is already showing the leadership qualities that separate stars from superstars. Joining Clark in Boston in the All-Star starting lineup are fellow WNBA powerhouses Sabrina Ionescu, Aja Wilson, and Satu Sabuli. That mix of firepower gives Team Clark serious offensive and defensive depth. But it's not just about big names. Clark also added versatile contributors like Gabby Williams, rookie standout Sonia Citron, sharpshooter Kiki Ariafon, the ever-reliable Jackie Young, and defensive specialist Kayla Thornton. Each brings something unique to the table, and their presence reflects Clark's basketball IQ and ability to build a balanced, high-energy roster. What makes Caitlin Clark so magnetic isn't just her deep shooting range or flashy passers, it's her authenticity. In just her first WNBA season, she's already earned fan trust, showing that she values the game, her teammates, and the fans equally. Her All-Star selections weren't just smart, they were personal. And in a league that thrives on emotion, storylines, and connection, that matters. So now the question is, will Team Clark dominate when it counts? Let us know your predictions in the comments, and if you're loving these WNBA updates and Caitlin Clark coverage, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.